Okay, friends, this time we're dividing fractions. Remember, when we divide fractions, we have to do some things first before we can just solve the problem. 6/9 divided by 1/2. I can't do that. 6 divided by 1, I could just do, like when I multiply, it goes straight across. 9 divided by 2 is not going to give me an even number. So I can't divide. I have to change it. And to change it, I'm going to multiply instead. I'm changing my sign from dividing to multiplying, but I can't just leave that as 1/2. 6/9 divided by 1/2 is not the same as 6/9 times 1/2. So I need to find my reciprocal. Remember, the reciprocal of a number is just that number flipped around. The reciprocal of 1/2 is 2/1. Now I can multiply 6/9 times 2/1, and that equals 12/9. Now I have an improper fraction, so I have to divide. 12 divided by 9 equals 1 with 3 left over. So that's 1 3/9. 3/9 can be simplified further. 3 and 9 have a common factor of 3. So 1 3/9, I'm going to divide 3 by 3. Going to divide 9 by 3. Becomes 1 1/3. Now sometimes when I divide fractions, a number in my numerator is going to be different from a number is going to have the same factor as a number in my denominator. They're different, but they're going to be similar. If I am dividing 4/9 by 4/11, I'm going to change my sign and use my reciprocal. Now, I have a 4 in the numerator and a 4 in the denominator. I can get rid of both of those, divide them by 4, and now I have 1 and 1. 1 times 11 equals 11. 9 times 1 equals 9. And then I change that. 9 goes into 11 one time with 2/9 left over. And I don't have to simplify that fraction. I already simplified it over here. If I didn't, I would end up with 44/36. And then when I divide, 44 divided by 36 is 1, and I have 44 minus 36. I have 8/36 left over. 8 and 36 have a common factor of 4. So now I have 1 2/9. I have the same answer both times, but it's a whole lot easier to divide 4 by 4 up here than to multiply by 4 and then divide 44 by 36 and all that. So simplifying your problem before you start is going to give you much smaller numbers and much easier numbers to work with. If you get stuck, sometimes you might have a mixed number that you're dividing. You might have 3 1/2 divided by 1 2/5. We have to get those mixed numbers gone, remember? So I have 7/2 because 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7 divided by 7/2. So I'm going to take or 7/5. I'm sorry, I knew that didn't look right. 7/5. Now I have 7/2 times my reciprocal, 5/7. I can simplify my problem again. And now I have 5/2, which is going to be 2 1/2. If you are stuck on converting those mixed numbers into improper fractions, and at the end, taking an improper fraction and converting it back to a mixed number, look at that video. There's one labeled Mixed Numbers and Improper Fractions. Go through that again. Good luck, guys.